I want to read out of James 5:1, 5:11 says, "We count those blessed who endured. You have heard of the endurance of Job and have seen the outcome of the Lord's dealings, that the Lord is full of compassion and merciful." You probably notice I don't preach hardly anything out of Job. A lot of people, Job is a big go-to. I have a lot of opinions, but I just find I don't go to it much because one thing, most people read it and do not read it accurately, and so they get all kinds of preconceived ideas about suffering, about God and Satan's relationship, and about God and man's relationship, and then they start quoting, even pastors and preachers will quote Job's friends, who God said, you didn't say that right, but they quote it as if it's scripture that it is right. But James here tells us something that I do think is important. He said, you have heard of the endurance of Job, but he goes on to say, and have seen the outcome. Have seen the outcome of the Lord's dealings. And what I find most people, I've even had people say, well, I just feel like Job right now. And I thought, man, great, what? Your outcome's going to be awesome. And a lot of times they go, what? Well, no, I just mean I'm suffering right now. Well, man, but that's not the part you were supposed to hang on to. The part we're supposed to get is that there was an outcome to Job, and that was that the Lord's dealings with him were full of compassion and merciful and doubled everything he had. It was a good outcome. The word endurance means simply to, when I look it up, it just means to remain and to not recede. I have to say that the outcome of Job's dealings with the Lord came about for one reason, because Job remained and didn't recede. And through these years, all of us have seen a lot of brothers and sisters walk away, get tired, get weary. It's something I hear almost constantly from leadership all over the world. I'm tired, I need a sabbatical, I'm ready to quit. And there's something about just not always just winning every game, but just staying in the game. I was watching soccer yesterday again, and I just saw, how you got to admire people that just stay in the game. And and yet I admire people that actually go for the win too, that don't give up. And then he said the outcome, and the word outcome, got my brother here, the Greek professor. I was going to go talk to him this morning, but I got up too late. But it's something like telos or something like that. It's a word that I thoroughly enjoy in the Greek, for a little I know about. It comes from the word teleos, which I've talked to you a lot about it. It's a concept of God from the very beginning, that he gave seeds and herbs and all that, and that everything has this process from the seed growing into a plant and producing fruit until it bears more seeds. And the whole process is called teleos, I think, and it means just that which is in the heart or the plan that comes to completion. And it's not just one point, but it does have a goal. And this word here means the outcome of the Lord's dealing, that there's a definite point or goal. There was a definite point and goal in Job's life, and that came about because he endured. He didn't run away. What could God do if you and I give up? He's for us, but if we give up, he cannot manipulate us or force us to remain. That's our choice, to remain. And a lot of times I think, boy, you don't have to be just shouting all the time and jumping up all the time. You don't have to be winning all the time. Sometimes you just guys just say, wow, I'm just going to be bullheaded and not leave. And I may be grumpy. I've found that lately. But I'm going to remain, and I will get happier. Sometimes even once in a while I want to, I pray for my wife, and I just say, Lord, bless her to have to live with me. But I will remain, and knowing the Lord's dealings, I will come on top again. It's kind of like David said to himself, man, my soul, how come you used to lead the parade? What are you doing being down in the dumps? But I will lead the parade again, he said, and that's, I feel that. I want to encourage you in that. You have remained. And those who have receded, I guess, I have to say, after all these years, of watching it, it's like their outcome is not very good. It pays just to remain. And there's an outcome, a goal that God has, and it is, He is full of compassion and merciful.